Yeah, here we are. Hello, hello. I'm not sure about how my microphone is right now on the stream, but hello everyone watching. Here we are today. Yep, and we're here again for another episode of Brunel Babble, the podcast. Today we're bringing you with some very epic, some very cool, staying motivated. That's the topic for today. Uh, Thank you for joining me, Daveon, today on this amazing
Mm.
podcast.
No
Yeah,
worries, man. Anytime, anytime, anytime.
anytime. So what is being motivated for you? What do you think that means? How do you define being motivated?
How do I define it?
Yeah.
Um, Define being motivated. Not sure. Not sure really. Kind of just like unwilling to do it anything really. It's just not really doing like the usual things that you'd be doing, whether that's like work,
Mhm.
um, going to the gym, etc., stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure that is something that a lot of people are finding trouble with during these very trying times. It is staying motivated. Yeah, for sure. Have you felt anything like that? Or are you still like super 100% motivated since the start of the year?
I mean, I'm in my final year, so I'm kind of just motivated to finish, I guess. But like, demotivated because obviously, Bucks fixtures are not happening, so there's no sport to kind of like de-stress, I guess.
Mhm.
So I'm not really like motivated to do as much work because since the only thing I I can do pretty much is work, so I'm just doing work. And it's just like
Uh-huh. So
gets
what you
kind of
do there?
repetitive and boring after a while.
So what you do there, just you just sign yourself up for like 5 more years, PhD and masters. You could just do everything that you want to
Um,
later down the line.
no, I mean, I have signed up for a master's degree, but I'll still think about if I'm going to do it or not. I mean,
Uh-huh.
we'll see.
You could take a Biden's as well for a year, so to just kind of skip out on this whole COVID thing for a bit longer. Some people
Yeah,
do it.
but like, I see it as kind of like using a kind of like wasted year just to get an extra qualification because then not much like experience that and like placement stuff is going to be happening because of COVID and like restrictions and stuff like that.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
for
might as
sure,
well
for
just
sure.
you use a wasted year just to get an extra qualification. You know?
Because I do get the both sides of the spectrum. Like, yeah, like it is for me tough as well because I'm in engineering and just not being able to be in their labs and all that. It is
Mm,
tough because we don't get to do anything. Like engineering is a very practical course, and being it all online doesn't really help. So I could have taken the Bidens. I could have just skipped out on a year, taken a gap year. But at the same time, like yeah, it is a year wasted kind of where I could just try to rush my degree at the end of the day.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like as long as you like don't had had a plan essentially that because say for instance you take a year and then the next year's the same thing, like you kind of just wasted a year anyway in general. Yeah, yeah, I get that. Wait,
I
what?
Yeah, my bad. I clicked something off that I should know. It appeared
Oh, okay, yeah.
a game I had in the background on the stream. Don't worry. I think I clicked one of my hotkeys to change scene or something like that. Don't worry. Should be fine. But yeah, like there is a lot of people just yeah, for sure, just not being motivated at all recently. Like, what do you think? What have you done so far to like? be in high spirits, high motivation? What's been working out for you?
Just been kind of just like being kind of just doing doing runs and stuff. Keep keeping that as active as I can, I guess, and just really when I get free time, kind of just play a game for like an hour or two just to de-stress and
An
get back
hour or two.
to the work and stuff, you know.
Spending that much time on the computer, wow. An hour or two of
Yeah, I
gaming.
know. Imagine.
Don't your eyes just start hurting after all that?
No, I've adapted from my years of being a gamer. Don't worry.
Your long years of gaming.
Yeah,
What's like
man.
your highest gaming session? Like how long has it been? Like how
My
many
highest
hours have you
game is just
spent at a time?
10, 12, 100, to I don't know, like 10 hours, maybe 10 hours, maybe straight.
Yeah.
When I was like a kid, yeah, 10 hours just straight, just on it. Yeah,
Because it seems like super much like from the outside point of view, but like when you're actually doing it, like time just flies by. You don't even.
time flies by, and you're just like, oh my god, man,
It's
I
already
need like an
6 in the
hour.
morning. Nah.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
know.
That is something important though. Like even if we, how do I even say this? Yeah, even if you're focusing a lot on work and all that, you do need like to chill every once in a while. Otherwise, it's just gonna consume you entirely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Because I do know people who've just been like working like non-stop, and they're dying basically. Like it's too much for them to take like emotionally and psychologically. Like you do have to put
yeah,
yourself first at the end of the day. Like it's still your life. Like your degree matters, but like it's still very important to have like a good mental health during all of that.
yeah. I mean, people do that rely on what's it called uh social interaction and stuff like that, you know. And then obviously that's a bit limited now, so
Hmm. Yeah, for sure,
it's
for
a
sure.
bit it's a bit weird, you know.
It's some weird times we're living, isn't it? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy times, man.
But I do know like even some people like who because there's always like other options. Like you can just interact with people, so like online, like through social media and all that. Like some people just don't prefer it. Obviously, like I do get it. It is easier to talk in person for some than through online. So it is tough being in the situation for sure.
Yeah, the situation isn't ideal, but we gotta try and make the most of it.
Because that does bring us to one of the topics we have here. The whole like online presence, because you are kind of um expected nowadays to have like a big online presence, and with this whole pandemic, you spend most of your day like facing your monitor, like facing your phone, and it's about like social media. Yeah, social media sometimes gets to people, like having to be there like all the time, like having to deal with the people over there. People, they can say things and they can like outright act differently online than they do in person, and like
Hmm.
it's wild to see for sure. But sometimes that gets to people, like they just start getting sad, start getting like depressed over things like that. Because it is quite demanding just being like living social media almost that much, as most of us are expected to nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, people do that need to realize that, social media, it's not real. It's not the real deal, you know. It's like that. It's like, yeah, cool that you can use it to do stuff and interact with people, but it's not the real world. You gotta have like some
Hmm.
physical social interaction, I guess I could say, and just like be a person instead of being a bot.
That's some good advice. Yeah, don't be a bot. Be real. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
I do know people who just spend just too much time and like they care so much about like how their social media is going, and like they kind of get consumed by the stats as well, like the like ratios and like stuff like that. follower
Yeah,
counts. It's not that
yeah.
big of a
I mean, like,
deal.
like that that there are people that who do like care about care about people knowing them,
Hmm.
that and like building up a social like a social network, really, especially that at uni. But to me as well, it's just like having like multiple people in like a network. Like it's fine, like you know people like in your course, that if you do a sport, like you know people that you talk to
Hmm.
them, but it isn't an everyday thing, kind of. And also what people don't realize is just like after the that degree, they're not gonna be there really, and then what's gonna happen,
Hmm.
you know? So it's just the base of yeah, cool. Universities at times are just that that to just like get acquainted with people, learn about different types of people, so you're ready for for the world. But you just gotta that make sure that you have a solid, tight, like little group of people that you're gonna know forever, and they're gonna be there for you and just do stuff with, you know. And that as well keeps you motivated because you push each other as well, and that's a good that relationship that you can have with people.
Hmm. But you can also see it like in a completely different light as well. Because think about it, like university time is just a time in your life. Like it passes by. While you do have to like make the most out of it, like you shouldn't get too stuck on it either. Imagine like some, because yeah, you just get like into like some weird dramas or whatever, some conflicts with people like here and there, like even over in social media and all that. You shouldn't just let that just get to you that much. It'll pass eventually. This is just a short period of time in your life at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know it's a short period of time as well. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, I mean, as well, don't be that afraid as well. That because universities that a time of like finding yourself as well. So
Hmm.
if you are that way, people don't be that upset that you've that another person's grown away from you. Like you always that have to cherish like the moments that you had as well. That were like people grow, people move on, and this is the time where you could build new sort of networks and relationships as well.
Hmm. One thing I've noticed, like as of recently, like since this whole pandemic thing has happened, like yeah, I've been spending way more time on like yeah, social media and all that. I am usually a person who like when someone messages, I try my best to just get back to them like as soon as I can. But like because everyone is just in that state now, it is much easier to just being able to talk to anyone really like whenever you can. And it kind of gets too much as like sometimes like I unfortunately do have to like yeah, I can't answer everyone and then I get you kind of get a bit of fallout as in you kind of get tired after a while of just having to socialize that much. Like you can't be always doing that, can you? It gets tiring.
Yeah, everyone has like a social battery in it,
Yeah.
and you know, like some people social battery like is higher than than others. You know, it's just like you're gonna try and get back to people because obviously if you're close to them, that you care about them, you know, that you're gonna do that. But at the same time, if someone doesn't, don't be too afraid because again, people social batteries that are larger than others, and you just
Mhm.
gotta that respect that and realize that, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people just you may think they're ignoring you, but like they're obviously going through stuff on their own life as well. They
Yeah,
will get back to you when they
no,
can. Yeah.
yeah, like no one knows truly that what happens that what happens like in people's lives really,
Hmm.
especially close friends that at the end of the day that it's just like you're you're gonna know aspects, but you're not gonna know like that the full picture. So you can't really
Mm-hmm.
comment on it. That you just have to that respect that you know that the person what they're doing and how they're gonna do it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you kind of get into that mindset. Oh, they haven't messaged me, so I won't message them back. But like maybe they're waiting on the same thing on their end. Like they're waiting for you to message, or they just can't physically do it. And sometimes that just kind of just gets to you. Like yeah, it demotivates you for sure. Like yeah.
For sure, especially when when you know that deep down personally that you've done everything that you could
Mm-hmm.
that to try and try like support someone that like everyone that can give as much as they can, you know, as long as as long as you know that you've given as much as you can, then you could be that content with yourself, you
Mm-hmm.
know, at the end of the day, if that makes sense. I don't know if
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah,
You shouldn't push yourself too hard on this either. Like there should be like yeah a mutual uh effort from both parties. Like yeah, it is to be expected that it's harder sometimes because there's so much going on right now with the pandemic. Because yeah, yeah, you're more like present online, but at the same time, like you have to do so much nowadays to compensate what we haven't been doing like outside. So it is understandable though.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I do see like here some other tips as well. They do talk about like yeah, we should cause the internet nowadays it can get quite toxic. You do have to admit it. It is toxic in like very uh in most places. Social media is usually very toxic, and it is just a nice breather to just be out of there for a bit, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, you got to take breaks now, now, now and again from social media.
do you have like any experience yourself with like very toxic communities and just taking a breather out of them?
I've had experience in very toxic communities.
And yeah, just in
mm,
internet, just stuff that you do kind of enjoy, but you do kind of admit like they are kind of toxic, and you sometimes do have to take like time off of it.
well, I don't know. I feel like that could be said for what's it called? So you could like a particular franchise that, for example, like a series or like a
Mm-hmm.
game a franchise, etc. Stuff like that. Obviously, that you like that the games or like the movie or the show, but you know if you that if you were that to engage like in like conversation and stuff like that, if you would say anything negative about those things, there would be those stonewall defenders who will defend anything till their dying breath, even though they're not getting paid to do anything, but they will defend it till their dying breath. And you're just like, what are you doing, man? Like, I still like this series or like this game. I'm just critiquing it so it could be the best it can be. But obviously, that's the people that don't see it as that.
See that? That's awfully specific. Do you have any gamer community in mind when you're talking about that?
Oh man, the Nintendo community, man.
Nintendo
Oh my
community,
god,
yeah.
can't believe it.
Most
Of course,
specifically, which
man.
part of the Nintendo community do you feel like?
But it's it's everything in general. Like you know, when a company
Uh huh.
can release something can release something subpar in it,
Uh huh.
and then okay, take it instance of this is something everyone that will like fit. Like who doesn't love like to play like a Mario game, for example? Like who doesn't? Simple. Everyone gets into it. Yeah. So take for instance that the Nintendo knows that no matter what they do, if they slap Mario onto it, it will sell, no matter what. So basically, they could they can that release like a subpar game and it will sell. And when people critique it, you have those defenders who are like that you're lucky that you even got a game in the first place. Stop complaining that they didn't have to release this.
Yeah,
like blah blah
my
blah. I'm just
fan
like,
base hasn't had a game in years. Look at you getting a game every single year.
what's yours?
I don't know, but that's the thing. Though. That's what I'm saying. That's just general comments you get
Oh
with
yeah,
those
yeah.
things. Yeah,
They're just like you should really count yourself lucky. I've had to wait X amount of years for my gig to come out. Stop being upset.
yeah, for sure. That's how communities get. And like people, that's the thing. People in the internet, they can get very heated, and like because they know it's generally anonymous, you don't really care what the other person thinks when you're saying like these comments online, like, and it can get radicalized
Yeah, I
quite
know.
easily for sure.
Yeah, I, I think as well. Like I think as well. If if you're gonna be on social media, I think you kind of have to have like a thick skin vibe. Like you have to have like a tough backbone. You know,
Hmm.
like you can't be uh uh like that. Like you gotta be ready to that receive backlash, even though your intention
Yeah, even if you're
wasn't
yeah,
to receive backlash.
for sure, for sure. It's just kind of how it is ultimately. Like you can't really like internet's a wild place. Like everyone has access to it, at least most people do, and that allows for a lot of interesting comments and opinions for sure. Which we all know, rule number one of the internet: you're not allowed to have opinions. Yeah. Uh, so
Yeah, you know, you're not allowed to have an opinion, man. Uh, it happens. It happens. But I don't know. I don't know how we really got to this point.
mhm. I mean, it is just the place where you can just do anything. So it has its downsides and its upsides. That's the thing, though. It is good to spend some time away from it, from the internet and all that, because our world
Yeah, for
today is very
sure.
involved, but there's still more to it,
Yeah,
and it gets very exhausting at times for sure. With whole what you were saying with social battery, because you can just exhaust it super easily online.
yeah, for sure.
Hmm. Um, how about work-wise? How have you been motivating yourself work-wise? Because it's online lecturing is tough. Like it's quite the
Yeah,
change
it's
from
tough.
what it
It
used to
sucks.
be.
Let me know, like, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. But you know, I gotta do. You gotta do. I mean, my motivation is just finishing the degree. That's my motivation. Just get in and get up. I don't know.
What's your work ethic?
You
Like,
know,
do
sit.
you actually try doing stuff like as soon as you get assignments, you just completely go at it, like, or you just take your time, or are you just like
No,
me and
I'm
just procrastinate fully at the end, like?
no. Like I know that I'm always going to procrastinate that
Hmm.
at the end of the day. And that's I have like mini goals that so I do like 300 words that a day that of like that an assignment, like you know. Yeah, so then that at least that I'm still working towards finishing the assignment that like a week or 2 weeks before the due date or something like that.
Hmm.
So you know I can still do whatever I want, like procrastinate. But as long as I've got that like 300 words or 500 words down, you know that's that's all that counts, I guess.
See, I kind of wish I was a bit more like that. How I kind of do it is like I completely just leave it till the last bit and just get because I'm not inspired though. I don't feel inspired to write most often. But when I do, oh, I can write just 4,000 words in just one sitting in just 2 hours. I just get inspired. It's like I'm in I don't know. It's weird. I'm like euphoric basically. I'm like in a manic state. It just everything goes, everything writes. It's amazing. But it's not good worth it ethic because I'm stressing out over it for sure. But it does help stress. I don't know. Hmm. I mean,
Yeah,
some
of
other tips
course.
we have here as well, like um, from the RA team to stay motivated. What do we have? Follow accounts that make you
Yeah,
feel
what
good.
do we
Yeah,
have?
if you're gonna stay online, yeah, it is good to what you're surrounded by to be something like you enjoy, obviously. positive stuff that keeps you going.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, some of these tips, like, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, let me just look at it now. Let me just put it up. Yeah, stay motivated. Get a revision app.
Hmm.
There's a point here. Get a revision app that locks your phone, like Forest. I never knew that was a thing, to be honest.
I've never used that. I don't know how good it is. I don't know. I just feel like I'd be restricting myself, and the restriction would kind of make me stress out even more. Because I'd feel like I
Yeah,
wouldn't be at
exactly.
freedom. I
Yeah,
don't know. That's the thing though. Like you
it'll be
do
a bit
have,
weird, to be honest.
huh?
It it would be that a bit weird, isn't it? Like you're just
It
like,
is
oh,
like,
like even if that wouldn't that be good if you were like using like your laptop and your phone like to do that research, doing like double duty like research and stuff. It isn't really beneficial, but
it
that's
isn't
fine,
though. Because like imagine all the things like how many emails have you gotten like from your course and all that like from the past few days? Like I've gotten like over
bro.
30 or
Bro,
whatever. Like imagine
I
missing out
get
on that.
like I get like 20 emails every other day, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what's going on here?
You can't really miss out on that, can you? Like, because it's something that's like important stuff, and you kind of have to like keep attention and see what it is. So I don't know, like yeah, if you have like really big problems like staying like offline, like if you're just big addicted, then yeah, like it is good to take a break from the internet and like just take a breather, do something else.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. There is some good tips
You
like
got-
here. I do agree, like the whole like establish a workplace where you only work, don't do work in the place you're resting. Yeah, that is something that's been like affecting me for sure. Because here, I went back home because of the pandemic. I associate home
Mhm.
with like leisure and relaxation, and having to just be
Yeah,
put into the whole online system and the whole online learning. I find it like very like yeah, it is demotivating for sure. When I was there on in the UK, I did have my own room. I had all of that, so I just that was my workspace. I just used all of that. So it is tough to tackle this whole online thing in a space where unfortunately you're more comfortable because that end up it just distracts me more. I can't get as focused here at home as I would have over there for sure.
yeah,
Are you,
for sure.
are you still at home or did you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm at
Mhm.
I'm at uni, to be honest. I'm at uni, so I'm just vibing.
That's the thing. Like even internet and all that. Like I feel like internet even at home isn't as good as it could be. So it is important having like good connection, good everything nowadays. Um, yeah, some other tips I do say like get changed into proper clothes. Yep. I should do that
Yeah,
more often for sure. Yeah. Because you get a bit too comfortable in your clothes and you just feel like sleeping, and then you actually do sleep. You fall asleep just looking at the lectures. That's not good. We don't recommend that. Like we don't condone those things. You should be applying yourself, doing your course well. Yeah.
you should be going to your lectures. Everyone, just
Everyone,
go to
yeah,
your
do
lectures.
go to your lectures. We don't condone not going. You're here for your course and your future, so do that. Yeah. Hmm. Any other tips you can think of or on the list that you think would be good to share as well?
Uh, I don't know. Just like play. Have a playlist which kind of which kind of that relaxes you or gets you in the mood to do work and stuff.
Do you listen to stuff while you work?
Oh yeah, I do. I do. Listen to some J Cole while I'm working. Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't think it works for me. I just find it a bit like distracting. It doesn't. I don't know. Unless it's like pure silence, it just doesn't get me going. Don't know. We know what does get me going. our YouTube channel, of course. Have you guys seen the new
Yes,
videos
had to
there?
plug it.
I had to plug it, yeah. Sam's been working hard every week. He's been posting a video on there every week. We had the Among Us compilation. There was his Valorant stream. I think there's either going to be Monopoly or Valorant again next week. So do make sure to check that out. It keeps us all very motivated to see Sam's epic montages. Yeah, for sure.
Everybody should give love to Sam for doing all the edits and stuff. He does most of the edits for like the Instagram and YouTube and all
Mhm.
that. So if you haven't already, give him love. Send him all the love, man. What a
Sam
legend.
MVP, yeah. MVP. But yeah, um, I don't know. I don't know. It's basically that thing. Like, yeah, you do. I don't know if we talked about it, but yeah, like giving yourself breaks. Like, yeah, you do have to put your like mental health like first. You do have to put yourself first and all of
Yeah,
that.
give yourself breaks.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean the degree is everything, but if you come out of it destroyed and damaged, then it wasn't really worth it, was it?
Yeah, because money, like, yeah, you could just get it some other time. It's yeah, it is 9K, but I think your life is worth more than 9K. But okay, whatever.
Yeah, you know.
Because like even reaching out, like sometimes you just need to reach out to like help. Um, to your course leader, to like your lecturers, like you shouldn't be afraid to just speak to them. Tell them like you're not being able to keep up. Like it's tough. It's tough for everyone for sure.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be too
shoot,
afraid to reach out
email to your lecturers, get in touch with them.
because they're there to help you out. Like they won't buy you. Like yeah, they are getting paid to be there, but like even so, like most of my lecturers, like I've always found them like they're really nice people. They genuinely care about the students. They go out of their way to help them out. You don't have to be facing this alone for sure. I know like I even saw this one meme like yesterday or whatever. Like, oh, why don't like psychology students when they get depressed? Why don't they just look at their own notes? Like, yeah, it's not that easy though. Like sometimes you do need someone to talk to, someone to like help you out with all that. Like, you shouldn't be having to deal with this all just alone in general.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to say anything else? Do you have like any other topics you think we should talk about? Hmm?
not really. Just gotta make sure that everyone's cool and vibing during the lockdown. Everyone's cool. Everyone's doing their work, but just keep it safe,
Don't
interacting
vibe
with
too
everyone.
much though. Yeah, there's still
Yeah,
still
yeah.
work to be done.
Don't vibe too much, but just vibe on your ones, I guess, and do what you gotta do.
I think those were some excellent tips from everyone here in the team. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, there's some other ones as well. Like get motivational prints and stick them around your room. I mean, I feel like if I do that, my parents would just come into my room and just think I'm just kind of going a bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
But if you have, but if you have motivational posters that have your favorite like theories and stuff like that
that
and
works.
characters,
That works.
th- then that might motivate you at the end of the day. You know?
Uh huh. I mean, just getting to do stuff like that you enjoy, like you do need to give yourself like some time to entertain yourself to do what you like, for sure.
Yeah, like don't let people.
What if your room is just motivational posters? You don't see the actual wall. It's just motivation left and right.
Yeah, like it's a little motivation box, and you're literally going to motivate like yourself to be demotivated. So
You start to stress out because you're trying to motivate yourself, but like it doesn't work. So yeah.
yeah, it doesn't work. Has the opposite effect.
Hmm. Honestly, yeah. Like there's not much to it. If anyone listening to this does like require someone to talk to and all that, like we're here. Like yeah, you guys can just message us any time, um, on our socials and all that. Like even
Yeah,
to just talk about
we're always here to
relax.
have a chat.
Yeah.
You could book you could book those one-to-one meetings as well.
Have you
You
ever had
know,
one?
like oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I had the first one like the first week in it,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, because you took mine, wasn't it? Yeah, I was meant to have that one, but I wasn't there on that day. Pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah, because I was flying back here to Portugal. I think I had one today as well. Yeah, it's fine. Like it's great. Like if you guys, there's so many ways of contacting us. Like we're free to help. Like every weekday from 6 till 10. Not on weekends though. Some people do message on weekends, and we can unfortunately get back to you like as soon as that.
we'll try to get back to you on the Monday.
Yeah,
We will try.
we try our best. Um, I think that's basically it. There's, I think we covered
I
most of it.
think we've covered everything. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think we've covered everything. To be honest,
If anything, this should have been like just a well-being Wednesdays, but here we are, podcast Fridays.
yeah, podcast Friday. Yeah,
We're gonna have to do the stream you were talking about earlier as well. Me, you, and Sam just talking about whatever. That'd be cool. Coming soon to Brunel Babble.
me, John, Sam. That'll be fun.
Coming soon. Basically, only three guys in in the RA team on podcast. Hey, because there's Edward and Julius and Ken. Ken doesn't really participate in these things, and I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not in any of the days of the other two, so I wouldn't be able to participate with them. Are you on any days with the other two?
With who again?
Julius and Edward.
Thursday.
Thursday. Mm. Yeah, I think I've
Yeah,
basically only seen them
Thursdays.
like in in the first few sessions we had. Like yeah, that was basically it.
That was it. Yeah. Haven't haven't seen everyone in a while. Hope hopefully that when lockdown ends, we
Hmm.
could we could all, we could all that meet up have some bands at the end
Yeah,
before
that'd be cool.
we go our separate ways, I guess.
Hopefully we can get back to doing them because you guys did a bunch of events like last year's all in person as well.
Yeah, yeah, we did do a lot with them. They were fun to be honest.
What was like your favorite one to do last year?
Um, what was the favorite event? I can't remember, man. Um, uh, maybe the quizzes that we used
The
to do and stuff
quizzes.
like that,
Hmm.
where we used to race around flats to get everyone that that to like participate and stuff like that. That was kind of fun.
Hmm. You guys did a bunch of stuff as well. Like, um, there was the hot chocolate thing as well. I don't think I've I don't think I ever went to one of them, but like hot chocolate does sound kind of nice. I might do some later actually. Hmm. You guys had a
Say
bunch
sorry?
of plans. I might do some hot chocolate later. I know you guys used to do that a bunch as well. It was like twice a week, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Never mind. I was just looking at your things from last year. I don't know,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
we did a lot of things.
you
I mean,
too.
obviously
You too.
everything's like online and stuff. Like we tried going on a good service last year.
I feel like this whole like initiative, like it kind of grew a bunch this year because we got to do stuff we you guys couldn't really do last year, like because of this whole like online presence. We're allowed to do a bunch of new stuff, like this podcast, for example. I do kind of hope it kind of continues into future years. There's the physical presence, but as well like the online still. Hmm. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know. Should be cool though. Hopefully,
yeah, it should be cool.
soon we get back to be in the office and actually interacting with people like in real life. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's the plan at the end of the day.
I mean, the most interaction we had this year was like them first few days where like we were just handing out keys and just helping out everyone.
Yeah, that was fun to be honest.
Oh, it was so many hours. Like I did like 12 hours in one of the days, but it was kind of cool though. Still, I did enjoy it.
Yeah, it was fun though.
It was.
It
It
was
was.
fun to be honest. Yeah.
You got to meet everyone, meet the team, like just kind of, yeah, work together. It was cool. Yeah, I think we get to do more of that like in future. Maybe not this year because I don't know how it's gonna work with the pandemic. Because I think yeah, by the end of term two, like term three, it's probably still the restrictions up.
Yeah, but hopefully that we could do some type of thing at the end of the day.
hmm For sure, for sure. Um, yeah. If you don't have anything else to add, I feel like we could end this here. I think we covered
Yeah, I
it
think we
pretty
can.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we have next on Twitch? I think it should be Mondays. I think we do. Yeah, we might do Among Us again on Mondays. That's what we usually do. So, if anyone watching it is interested, do be sure to check out Monday again because we do Among Us on Mondays. Um, you haven't participated in a while, have you? You can always just join us any day. Free to do so. But yeah.
Um,
Any closing words? What do you think?
any closing words? Just
What was that phrase
watch a
you put in chat
series.
earlier? Uh, that
Well,
you
don't don't be overwhelmed. Stay whelmed.
exactly. That's a great mantra for
Exactly.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you think you should add?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything.
Mhm. So yeah, if that's it then. Thank you all for joining. Then we had good time here filming the podcast. We hope we've let you all. We've made you all a bit more motivated, maybe. Uh, if you're feeling not too motivated still, do be sure to check out Sam's videos. They're just amazing. Uh, but yeah, if that's all, then we're gonna end it here. Yeah. See you next time then. Yeah. See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye
See you
bye.
guys next time. Have a good weekend.
You too. You too.